we don't have to talk too much about it, but we haven't all been on the show together since Mike and I got back from LA. But I wanted to quickly say, I did not know shit about Rise of the Resistance. That is like the craziest thing I think I've ever experienced. It, at least at a theme park. I mean, I've experienced other cool shit, but that is like
Probably it's probably better
mind-blowing.
that you went in not knowing anything.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised I didn't know anything about it. Maybe just because it was like a theme park ride, I never looked into anything about it. But it is like it's just I've talked about it so many times to different people. I'm like, this thing is still like blowing my mind. Mike, I've never seen Mike look this way because Mike knew like what I was about to experience, and like Mike had prefaced before the ride, he was like, "You don't know anything about this ride, right?" I was like, "No." He's like, "All right, just keep your phone away. Just like look around, enjoy yourself, like enjoy the experience." And then like I'd look over and like I could see Mike smirking and Mike's like videotaping me, and I'm like, "This is fucking crazy." Uh, Anyways, I don't know. I won't say anything specific about it, but if you have not gone on that ride and you have the chance to go to either Disney and see that, is it in any of the like? Is it in the Japan or
I believe
France?
so. I believe that Galaxy's Edge is only in America right now.
Oh, I didn't know that. Are they planning to add that to the parks so out in
I
different
would
places or
I
no?
would imagine.
Those are the four, right? It's Paris and Tokyo. Or I don't know
And
if it's in
Japan.
Tokyo. Yeah, Japan and Paris. Those are the two.
Well, so there's Tokyo Disney Sea and then Tokyo Disneyland, Disneyland Paris. So there's multiple parks in
Oh, okay, okay,
Asia.
gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Clearly, it's great. I love it. Anyways, welcome everyone to the Pass Control Podcast, a show where a couple of best friends talk about the latest in video games and nerd culture. Sometimes we have guests. Sometimes we talk about Disney too much. Either way, we have a new episode for you each and every week. As always, I'm your host, Brenden Groom, and joining me on this lovely Friday evening is the anime senpai himself, Mr. Michael Desir. Mike, how are you tonight?
uh, you know, trying to stay cool.
It's a scorcher. The rest of the next week, like the beginning half of next week's gonna be bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be
It's been like warnings like every day.
yeah. Have you still not put your ACs in, Mike?
No, I remember. Didn't I say that like I had to put up my like bedroom AC up in the middle of the night?
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you did say that. I don't remember anything.
Yeah, and I put up the other one like today. I think
Okay, good.
I'd have to fix my car AC though. That's the thing.
Oh, your car AC's broken.
That's no
It's been
good.
broken since like last year.
Oh no. Yeah, you need to. You should do something about that.
It's a scooter everywhere.
I don't know. That
I
might be
had to
that might
scoot
be
to-
worse.
I don't know. I scooted to
That
Target
nice
today.
hot wind in your face.
What else?
It wasn't that.
I don't want to keep bringing up LA, but when Mike and I, our last day there, we were in Hollywood and we were going to find an In-N-Out burger before we went back to get ready to leave. And Mike was like, let's just like, let's figure out scooter. Like we'll rent a scooter and we'll scoot over there. And I don't know, a lot of respect for Mike. I don't know how the fuck you ride that thing around all the time because it was like what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes that we were on that. We went a decent distance.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that shit on the regular far distances because I don't I don't know.
It's
I don't think I'd do it without a helmet.
Yeah, it's easy. I have no respect for the rules of the streets, and I am willing to throw my life away.
I was
Well,
gonna say doing it in LA is gonna be fucking ballsy too.
LA was fine because it's like all
Yeah.
flat terrain. Honestly, if they had more bike lanes, it'd probably be.
I meant more for like the driving out there. I heard the driving out there is fucking crazy.
I think on the highways, yes. I don't.
Yeah.
I feel like I never really saw stuff
yeah.
on
All
like the streets.
all the
where we were.
streets seemed pretty fine. It's like the freeway that is like I don't know. It feels like everyone's speeding and changing lanes and beeping.
Oh yeah, they're fucking gunning it, and they're all in EVs, so like it's all quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, it is interesting. Also joining us tonight, of course, is the Fortnite father himself, Mr. Todd Gary. Todd, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good.
I feel like
Good.
we've gone a few episodes where we haven't all been here. It's good to get the gang back together. The
I don't
summer.
remember. Did you even pick a movie yet?
Yeah,
Like,
you
I don't
just
even
haven't
know,
been
like-
here. You just haven't been here.
Yeah.
This
Where'd
is
you go
like
with Clark?
this is the summer arc. It's all filler. There's just like we're off doing side quests. Mike's getting his license. Actually, I did just get a new license. Todd's been on a boat. Whatever, playing basketball. And rounding us out, of course, is the Disney daddy himself, Mr. Dominic 40. Dom, how are you doing tonight?
Awesome.
Yep. Did you say something? Because I didn't hear anything.
I said I'm here.
Oh, okay. We got a great show for tonight. We're going to talk about the Gex Trilogy, Clair Obscur, and the Donkey Kong Bananza Direct. But before we do that, a couple of quick housekeeping things. And I will say, like, maybe at some point soon, if we find the right time, maybe we'll do a little Disneyland episode with at least with Dom, and we'll kind of talk about stuff that we saw.
I've never been there, but
Yeah, but you like know what we're talking about. You still probably know more about the park than Mike and I do.
Nothing can stop us now. I don't know.
I've been on that ride. Not in Disneyland. But I've
I
been on that
was
ride.
trying to get Mike to go on. Fuck, I don't want to do this right now. I was trying to get Mike to go on It's a Small World with me, and he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't fucking do
You
it.
should have, Mike. Should have.
But I did
They
go
have-
on. Yeah, go ahead.
They have like Disney puppets in there, like in the worlds that they correspond with.
Interesting. No, I was gonna say I went on the Incredicoaster.
He did go on the Incredicoaster.
Incredicoaster was pretty good.
Guardians was good.
I've heard-
Oh, it's Jesse asked me what our needle drop was, and I can't remember. Do you remember what song played?
Dom had asked me. I think it was
Hit me with your best shot. Yeah.
Yes, that's definitely what it was. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good time. I wanted to go on Pirates too. Is it the same as the Orlando one?
Oh.
Fuck.
It's better.
Fuck. God damn it, Mike.
Is the Orlando one ever been updated, or is it still the same?
The Orlando one has been updated.
It has.
It has Johnny Depp and shit.
But okay.
You know what ride
Is there-
was fucking real good was Indiana Jones. It was a real fucking good ride.
I've heard good things about it.
Anyways, we'll do that some other time. Go ahead, Mike. What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say, was there a reason why we didn't do Pirates? Did we just run out of time, or did
We were running out of time, and we had a fast pass appointment for Indiana Jones, and then it got canceled because the ride shut down, and then because we had one booked, but the ride shut down. When the ride came back on, it gave us like a go whenever you want and you can just get in thing. So we went back to go do that. And then when we got out of that, it was basically we could maybe pick like one or two more rides to do, and you wanted to do Mickey's Speedtown, Toontown, fucking
Oh, yeah.
Shazoo.
That sounds like me.
And then when we got out of that, it was like, we don't have time really to do anything else. Oh, no, we did. And you wanted to do fucking Buzz Lightyear Shoot 'em Up. So we did that.
I did.
Oh, yeah, Astro Blasters is different in Disneyland too. You can move the gun.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't
Dude, I was
spin the thing
lighting shit up.
in Orlando?
You can, but it's attached to the car. You can't take it off.
Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. Yeah, Mike really wanted to go on fucking Astro Blasters.
Astro Blasters. It's a great name for a ride.
Is that not what it's called? Is that what it's
I
called?
called it
No,
Ass
I'm-
Blasters the entire time.
You did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called Astro Blasters. Yeah.
I think that was the last thing we did. We did that, and then we basically moseyed out, right? I don't think we had time after that.
I don't remember.
Anyways, we got a great show for you tonight. A couple of quick housekeeping things for episode 476 of the Pass Control Podcast. The Pass the Controller Movie Club. I never called it that full name. The PTC Movie Club for this month is my pick, and it is Clerks. So if you want to hear us chat about Clerks at the end of the month, you can watch that film, and then we'll chat about it.
You might have just done me a favor for my last pick. So
Why? What does that mean? What are you going to do?
because I've always wanted to pick Mallrats, but like I feel like you have to kind of watch Clerks to start everything. But like I'm not guaranteed.
I told Brenden he was allowed to pick Clerks and Mallrats together.
Yeah, he did say I was allowed to
yeah, I'd be
double
totally
feature.
cool with that too.
Oh,
yeah. Oh yeah, all day long. I think you should. Personally,
I've
I
already
have no
watched
objection.
Clerks this month. So
I mean,
I-
I'm okay with making it a double feature if that's what everyone really wants to do.
Yes,
Do we just talk about it as one episode, or do we do 2 episodes?
we can probably do one episode.
Yeah, I think so.
Is Mallrats easily streaming
I don't
somewhere?
think either.
I'll tell you right now.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, I can see right
I
now.
own Clerks, so like I'm not
Yes.
broken up about that. But
Yeah, I
don't
own
think
Clerks, too.
Mallrats.
I'll tell you right now
I
on
can
Mallrats.
make it work.
So let's do this. Let's initiate a late stage double feature, but since next week,
Mallrats on Amazon Prime.
since next week would be the
Oh, but I think it's the weird version. I think it's like a weird.
Oh yeah,
cut.
that's the other thing we need to make sure is that it's
Oh wait, what do you mean? I didn't even know there was a weird.
there's a
I think there's
director's
like
cut that makes the
director's-
movie like not good.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
longer and it's not good.
So this one's an hour and 35 minutes. That doesn't seem that long.
Then that might be the normal theatrical cut.
All right. I will just make sure you tell me where to watch the movie, and then I'll watch the correct versions. So if we're gonna do this double feature, then, which I am not pushing for, this is a you guys thing. We should, but I don't know. Next week is technically the end of the month, so let's not do it next week unless we all end up watching both movies and want to.
I can watch those. I'll make Amanda watch Clerks tonight.
We'll play it by ear. If it makes sense, we'll do it. If it's like too stressful to squeeze it in, we'll have to punt it for like 2.5 weeks out from now, because after next week it's 4th of July weekend. I don't know how that's going to be for all of us. So I'm assuming we won't all be able to be available on the same time. So we'll have to just do something at some point with that
What does
week.
4th of July fall on?
A Friday.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I don't know how everyone's availability is going to be that weekend. So we'll just figure it out the week early in the week what we're going to do.
I'm available Saturday if we don't want to do it, But I don't know if
I-
anyone's going to want to.
Don't remember if I watched Clerks 3 or not.
That's not important for this week, Mike.
Yeah.
It's not important for this week, but like I forgot that it existed.
Wait, are we doing a quadruple feature right now? We're doing Clerks 1, 2, and 3 and Mallrats?
Well, we can't watch
Oh,
Clerks
Mallrats
3 if you haven't watched.
Right, I know. For real.
Marlax leaves Prime in 11 days, so yeah, we gotta bang this one out before the month ends.
Okay. All right. Well, now it's a double feature. I'm sorry. Blame them, not me. We'll record it at some point. I'm not going to put a hard timeline on it just because we're giving people a week to watch 2 movies. So if we watch it in that time frame and want to do it next week, great. If we can't, then we'll just push it till after the 4th of July. Or unless we record a time that makes sense that weekend, which I don't know how that's going to be for everybody. Anyways, other quick housekeeping things. Mike and I did part 1 of our SGF podcast last week. So the last episode in the feed right now is a big chunk of what we played at SGF and got to see at SGF. We are going to record another smaller episode with the remainder of the things that we weren't able to talk about when we recorded that one. So we'll have one more of those go up. We did put up a weird food TikTok from SGF. I don't know. Watch it. Maybe we should make more stuff like that. I don't know. Other people keep telling me we should. And Mike and I did go around and film a Gex TikTok around Salem. So you should definitely check that out as well. And we'll talk about that shortly when we talk about Gex. I think that might be it for housekeeping stuff. This episode, of course, sponsored by our good friends at Goodnight Fatty. If you're in the Salem, Massachusetts area or the North Shore, Massachusetts, on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday evening, you want yourself something hot, something sweet, something tasty, something fresh out of the oven, you can head on down to 1 Washington Square and get yourself a delicious fatty. And if you're unaware of what a fatty is, you can check them out on social media at Goodnight Fatty and educate yourself on these tasty, tasty treats. All right. I'm just going to get right into Gex. Did you start it all, Dom, or no?
Yes, I did.
Did you jump right into 1, or did you jump to a specific game?
I jumped right into 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have either of you ever played Gex before?
I don't think so.
Okay. I don't know if it's a Todd game. It's probably a Mike game for a few different reasons, but I don't know how much you need to go out of your way to play it, Mike. At least like in a rush to play it. But I think you would find some enjoyment out of some of it. Have you ever played Gex 1 prior to this, Dom? Because I don't think I ever have.
I don't think I have either.
Okay, I played 2 and 3.
Just real quick, also, I think the Prime Video version of Mallrats is the one that we want.
Okay, perfect.
Cool.
Does Clerks have a weird thing, or can I just watch Clerks? Okay.
You can just watch Clerks.
All right. Cool. I might just watch. both of them
Yes,
this
I don't
weekend,
think I
so.
ever played the first Gex.
I don't think I did either, because I kind of forgot it was a side-scrolling game.
Wait, it's side-scrolling?
The first one is. The other 2 are 3D
okay.
platformers.
Oh, that's probably why I was confused. Okay.
Yeah. So I will say, because I played Gex 2 and 3 when I was a kid, and I remember, I think, enjoying them then. There's definitely stuff in Gex now that, it's a product of its time. They do put up a disclaimer right at the beginning that says, hey, this was made a long time ago. I mean, it's not what it says, but like, hey, it was made a long time ago. There's stuff people might probably find offensive here, but we didn't want to change the things. Like, this is just the thing, and we made it, shiny for today.
We weren't going to rewrite any of these jokes. Like,
Yeah.
you're getting what you're going to get.
Well, so I was trying to, like, there are some levels that I think are way worse with some of the jokes. And I'll say jokes in air quotes because some of them are just not jokes. It's just stuff that is being said. I feel like it was maybe turned down. Like, it was maybe like some of those voice lines weren't popping up a lot. Like, it seemed like other things were being said. I don't know if that was actually a thing that was happening, or I just had, I don't know, good RNG on those levels where it was not saying a lot of things I'm not going to repeat. But that stuff aside, I think I fall into this camp of a lot of early 3D games don't always hold up super well in the modern era. They've definitely done a few things to this. So, like, aside from it just being, a full screen aspect ratio, so like it's not black box bars on the side, like they've extended it for a modern television. They've definitely smoothed a lot of the graphics out a little bit. It's still, still has its PS1 N64 chunks, but it's part of me was like, I wonder how much they did. And I watched like some videos of just like people streaming like the PS1 version of the game.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, wow, no, they did a lot of visual updates to this. It still, again, looks like an old game, but it looks way crisper.
When we talked with the guys from Limited Run, like, they were specific about saying, like, this is not a remaster. Like, we touched it up, but like, this is not a remaster.
Yeah, but they still like, if you go on YouTube playing, like watching someone play it on the original platform, it is way crispier now. Like, it's really, really different looking. Like, very noticeably different off the bat. They added some other stuff. Like, there is a rewind feature, which I really appreciate, especially because I ain't trying to spend all day beating Gex. I beat the first game. I beat the second game. I am some portion of the way through the third game. I will finish the third game. I couldn't finish it before we recorded this. But like, I don't know. We're not going to review Gex. We're just going to kind of talk about the trilogy. I think that this is a weird one that falls into a category of, I'm not sure who it's for. Like, I think people who played Gex, it's something for them. That want to
was
revisit.
Gex a big deal back then?
So I was trying to figure this out because I played Gex. I don't know
I didn't.
how many other people I grew up with played Gex, and
Definitely rented the second one. Enter the Gecko was the second one, right?
I'm pretty sure we owned the second one, and we never owned the third one, but probably rented it, and we never had the first one. The internet makes it seem like it sold pretty well, but they also canceled the fourth game, so I feel like maybe there was just something else going on behind the scenes. But I think if you've played Gex before, this is probably a package worth checking out, because it is the best way to play Gex, in my opinion. If you want to replay Gex, they have that feature. It's obviously a little more updated for modern TVs. It runs a little smoother. It has all three of those games in one package, so you don't have to have original platforms elsewhere. You can just kind of play them all here. There's a little bit of extra stuff that I did enjoy. There's some artwork stuff in the menus. There's like old print ads that are scanned and put in there that I do enjoy seeing, old video game ads, and some of the Gex ones are fucking ridiculous. there's I think a couple of like old commercials in there as well. Maybe not. There's some other video thing in there. I think it's a TV spot. And then they got the comedian that plays Gex, Dana Gould, to like they ask him a few questions, and that video is in there as well. So there's like some interview questions with Dana Gould, which makes me seem like if this sells well enough, they're probably going to make a new Gex game. Which one of the ways he answers the question makes me think, okay, I wonder if this does well enough and it's justifiable that a Gex 4 or a Gex reboot is on the way. We don't have to get into that. A Gex 4 or a Gex reboot needs to be a very different thing, in my opinion.
I don't know why whenever we talk about Gex, I feel like I think of the game Spot.
Cool
like
Spot?
The 7-Up dude. Yeah, like I don't know why.
Wait, so do you not know what Gex is?
No, I have no idea. I saw it at PAX for the 15 minutes I was there. We were at that little section.
Wait, so like even right now, you don't know who Gex is? What we're talking about right now?
I know, like from Donkey, basically. That's about it.
Do you know what Gex is?
Was it Gecko?
Okay. Okay. Because you keep saying Cool Spot. I'm like,
probably does.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know why I think they're both like the same thing.
They are very much not. Like not even close. I mean, like a big part of what Gex is that he is saying jokes or pop culture references or whatever.
I feel like you could do it today.
I think you could too.
Deadpool exists.
Yeah, you could do it today. I think you would need to I think the comedy would need to be a very specific thing. I think that it would need to be.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to do
I mean, he shouldn't do a lot of the stuff.
As much off-color stuff as he was doing,
but I also think
the whole Breakfast at Tiffany's thing.
Like I think if
I
said Breakfast at Tiffany's.
If they leaned in fully to just like parodying like pop culture and movies and TV and stuff, which is like a Gex character, like who Gex is, then I think they could, if it's written well, like it could be great. I don't think it needs to be anything other than that. Like just lean into that stuff and don't be racist. I don't. Or if you're gonna make jokes outside of that, like punch up, not down. Because even like some of the celebrity jokes in these games,
some of them just don't even make fucking sense.
Yeah, there's that, I think, as well. But then there's also like, they're just like mean, and like, do they need to be mean at that person? Like, because Mike and I, when we were making the Gex video, Mike and I were reading through the quotes. So Mike can't ever play the Gex game again.
Fuck, that was the whole point of we're not allowed to read through the quotes.
I know, but we had to find the best ones to use.
Forgot that was a thing.
And it, there's a lot of things that they shouldn't.
Well, it's why I'll never do taco night at
James Earl Jones' house.
James Earl Jones' house.
I asked that to one of the people in the Gex video. That was one of the quotes I said. Anyways, yeah, I mean I like when these types of packages exist. I like old games getting a way to play them in a modern way that doesn't require you to have a PS1 and whatever. Like, sometimes things just get thrown on Steam and that's great, but something like this that has a little bit more behind it, has a little bit more quality of life. Like, again, like the rewind feature is very helpful because I'm not trying to be the number one Gex player. I just want to play the game, get through it, and then move on with my fucking day. So I like those types of quality of life features, and a lot of these types of collections I feel like do have that. Like, I probably never.
A lot of like the history collections.
Yes.
Like the Mega Man had it. I think the Sonic collection had it.
Yeah.
When it first came out.
I think the Disney collection did too.
I believe so.
Yeah.
It had at least a pause feature. I don't remember if it had a rewind, but.
So I like those things because, again, like, if you don't want to use it, you don't have to use it. Like, if that's like an issue for you, if you want to feel like you're playing some pure experience, okay, then don't press the two triggers and rewind it. Like, just play your miserable, I died, lost all my lives, and I have to restart. You have a good time. I want to move on to other things. I was happy to revisit Gex. It was interesting to kind of go back to that game this much later because I have not replayed Gex since I was a kid. So I think it came out in 96. When did it come out? Gex, Enter the Gecko. Came out in 98. So when did Mario 64 come out? This come out after Mario 64? It must have.
Yeah, I think Mario would have been like 95, 96.
Yeah, 96. It looks like 96. So, yeah, I don't know. And that's the other thing. I feel like, especially because I play a lot of 3D platformers, when I go back to something that's old, just because for whatever reason I either want to replay it or I had never played it, I feel like the benchmark for old 3D platformers is Mario. And I don't think anything holds up as good as Mario. I haven't played Banjo. Maybe Banjo holds up okay in Donkey Kong. But it's, it's all relative. But I think it's a solid collection for what it is. I mean, I would have liked maybe a little bit more behind the scenes Gex stuff, but I think the stuff that is in there is worth it. I think it's like a pretty cool collection. It's cool to see something like this come forward, and I don't know. Yeah, I want to keep getting stuff like this, and
we got Glover again last year.
Yeah,
this year, whatever that was. Like, I'm glad that like these games are being resurfaced.
Yeah, we got a lot recently. I mean, we got Glover, we got Croc came back as well. We got the Gex, and I feel like there was one other one that got. I mean, we have the Crash thing. All the Mario stuff is pretty much available at this point. So there's a lot of stuff there. They're remaking or remastering Ukulele. So not that's way more recent, but we got Rare Rewind, or I think it was called Rare Replay.
Rare Replay, yeah, whatever. But regardless, like those games are available on the current, on a current platform.
Yeah. So I'll finish Gex 3. Gex 2 was a thing. Gex 1 I will never probably ever go back and play any part of that ever again. I was happy to be done with that because it did some interesting things. I don't know how far you've gotten in it. Like, it does some interesting things, but it's just old platformer that I don't need to play more of. I finished it. I just don't need to play it again. Anyways, yeah. So, Gex Trilogy. Cool thing. If they make a new Gex game, just learn from the things.
I don't think they'll do it. Yeah, I don't.
I want them to go crazier. Go crazier. Like, and lean into it heavy. Go nuts.
Lean into what? The racism? Do you know what you're talking about?
I don't know about that. I don't know what that.
Yeah, I think you should not speak on Gex. You don't know. No, it is.
I gotta Google and see what you're talking about.
I don't. It's just there's a lot of not great things in there from the late 90s. It's just it's not good. Are there even Gex lines that you found funny so far? Replaying it, Dom?
No. Oh, I thought when you guys were saying them, I was like, no.
It's like, I don't know if it's like funny. It's just like they're just pop culture references. I don't know.
It's so weird because playing it as a kid, because in 96, 98, I would have been like fucking 9, 10 years old. I definitely didn't understand anything that he was saying, like, at all. Like, I didn't know who the fuck Jerry Garcia was. I wasn't like, yeah, don't drink the water at Jerry Garcia's. Am I right? Like, what the fuck?
Right.
I don't know. Anyways, that's Gex. That's Gex for you. That's Gex, baby. Let's talk about Gex.
And I was like, does he mean Cherry Garcia?
Yeah. No, even back then, I didn't even know what fucking Ben and Jerry's was. Yeah, I don't know. I probably liked there's a Star Wars level. Like, I'm in a fucking Stormtrooper outfit. And it's like, okay. Anyways. Okay. I finished Clair Obscur. Or before I even talk about Clair Obscur, anyone else playing anything they want to talk about? Anything they want to mention at all? Or moving right along?
I'm just playing Rematch, which is pretty good, but it's got some issues, like bugs and shit that needs to be worked out before I would even recommend people playing it.
Like what? Like it doesn't play well?
So I was playing. I know it plays great when it works, but like I was playing a match today, and the soccer ball literally just dropped in the middle of the field, and we were all trying to hit it, and it wouldn't move. The ball was just like not moving from the ground, and then it like crashed. It's crashed a couple times. It's definitely. I think you would like it a lot, actually, though.
Yeah, well, I plan on checking it out at some point.
But it's definitely like got a super high learning curve. Like you can get the basics down and be okay, but like there's a lot to that game. It's like the first time I've ever done a tutorial multiple times.
I feel like you never touch tutorials.
I was gonna say, for real though, I don't. I never do.
Anybody else? Anything? Not really.
Playing Outlaws is taking me a long time.
Are you enjoying it though? You're a Star Wars guy.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you just playing through it because you just want to get through it at this point?
I want the story. Like I want it to be a good story, but the point that I'm at right now, I'm like, I don't know if I'm enjoying myself.
Is it like the stealth shit that sucks?
There's a lot of that.
Yeah, that's why I didn't buy it. Yeah.
It's there's like a lot of like sneak into this base and like steal this from the Pike Syndicate and sneak into this base and steal this. And then like I just did a mission where it's like, all right, sneak into an Imperial base, and like if you fuck up anything, it's just like stormtroopers just keep coming at you and you're just you're just K with a gun, like it's not like you have like force abilities to like clear out hordes of stormtroopers or anything. You're just like hide behind a box and hope that the stormtroopers go away. Like,
yeah, I don't know. It's on my list of things to try at some point, but I still need to finish.
I'm hoping it gets better. There's some good stuff that does, but
I know it got. I think it got not received well at launch.
I feel it was like 75 or something.
But I feel like I saw a decent amount of people say like, you know, when the kind of dust settled, like this game's not that bad. It's actually I really like it. So I
that's kind of what I'm hoping is like I have to just like break through this. I am still on the first planet, and I know that you have to go off world. Like
I read
the beginning is like do these missions to fix your ship. So
I remember reading that people were like not happy about the game, and then once they got through to a certain point, that's probably what you need to do. That they were like, "Oh, this game's way better now." Yeah.
Yeah. I finished Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. Todd, you should finish this game.
I'm good.
You are insane.
So like games like that, like I loved what I played with it, but like I don't like games that are like heavily reliant on parry mechanics. Like one of the reasons I beat Elden Ring is because I didn't have to fucking parry in that game.
You can just dodge.
Like
just dodge.
Yeah, but dodge doesn't like it doesn't do as much as the parry does for like.
Well, yeah, the parrying is much more helpful.
It makes it way more.
But
yeah,
you
it makes
have
it
to
hard,
be good
like,
at it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, and like, I think that game, if I wanted to put more time into it, like every boss I fought, like die the first time, die the second time, then I'm like, okay, now I get the patterns down. Now I can parry.
Yeah.
But I just don't have the patience to fucking keep on doing that every fucking boss I get to. So it's like, I love that game. I probably would have preferred if it was straight up turn-based and not added those elements, but that's why everyone likes it. So I get like why everyone likes it. But parry for me is so make or break in so many games, and in most of the games I don't finish are games that like I can't lock down the parry mechanic.
Well, I'll again reiterate, you can just dodge.
Yeah, I also know the ending. I also had a huge spoiler, so it's kind of killed my buzz on the game as I was playing through it.
Don't say it now.
I'll text it right now.
Yeah, text it to me. I'm curious what it is. But I mean, I still think. Well, I'll when you say what you say, I'll say if it's still really ruining the story for you. But yeah, this game is phenomenal. It's probably still my favorite game of that's come out this year so far. It's absolutely like I'm still deciding if I think it personally stuck the landing with me story-wise. I'm still kind of processing that story.
Or whatever her name is.
That is not correct.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I don't know where you saw that, but that is incorrect.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, don't look up more spoilers. I just beat the game, and I'm telling you that is not correct.
Weird.
If you're Googling stuff right now, I'm so confused. Don't Google anything. It's going to ruin other stuff for you if you Google that.
Yeah, no.
But that is not correct. So I don't know what you saw, but that is an incorrect thing. Yeah, I mean, the gameplay is fantastic. I love the battle system. I love how it looks visually, and I love playing that way. I mean, the parrying is a thing you have to learn, and they do change. Like the enemies you encounter, there's a wide net of different enemies that all attack differently. So it is a lot of learning, but I mean, there's definitely ways for you. I didn't realize how to use Pictos properly until way too far in the game, and Jesse and a few other people were like, I was playing the game and they were watching, and they were like, do you not use Pictos properly? Like, do you not do this other stuff? And I was like, what do you mean? And then they showed it to me, and I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me, because this game would have been a lot easier for a lot longer if I knew that was a thing I was not doing. Well, not the Pictos, the other part of the Pictos. I forget what the fuck it's called. But I still don't think you're using them the way that I was also not using them. I'm pretty sure you're not.
When we talked about it, I looked up what I had, and I'm like, none of this stuff is going to make this game any easier for me. I think I should have done more side content.
But this
like,
is
because I don't think I had enough.
I do think this is why you are not using it, because they all help. They help so fucking much.
The ones that you said you had, I'm like, I want those. That would make the game so much easier for me, and I didn't have any of those.
Yeah,
like
but
the one that like
what?
No, like I think you said one of them like automatically revives someone or something like that, or like stuff like that. Like that's what I need, because like
yeah, but all of them do so much extra stuff. Like when I start a fight, on the bottom right hand corner above everyone's thing, it's like 20 fucking perks get activated and a bunch of stuff happens. So like all of my party gets way more buff at the start of every battle, and that was just a way I wasn't playing before. To the point where when they realized I wasn't using those, they were like, were kind of like floored that I got as far as I did, because I had gotten all the way up to basically almost Act 3 without doing them. And
yeah, same. Like I'm at the end of Act 2.
Yeah, I need you to like open the game later and take a picture of that screen, and I want to see if you're actually using them or not.
You're gonna be pissed.
Well, anyways, I
already deleted it off the fucking hard drive.
You are insane. You are crazy. Whatever, man. I can't make you play games. You do whatever you want to do. I just don't understand. It's one of the best games of this year. It quite possibly be one of the games of this generation, and it's crazy to me that you don't want to play it. Like it got to the point in like the last few hours of me playing that my party was so strong, my yell was so fucking strong, I was basically just like wiping out any enemy with just Mael. Like Mael was just so powerful. She was doing like so much damage. I would just quickly get her into Virtuoso stance and just absolutely destroying everybody. I had a Picto at one point. I won't say where you get it from, because maybe that's a spoiler for people, but there's an optional boss you can fight that gives you this Picto that lets you, if you have it equipped on someone, you automatically always get 2 turns with that character in a row. So like I would basically use her first turn to get her set up in Virtuous stance, and then I would use the second turn to just annihilate people. And it was like the last couple hours of the game, I had 0 issues. Like final boss, I beat very quickly. Like everything was just like, all right, dust is settled. To the point where I was like, I did every like major side thing, like all the story related side stuff. Like I finished everyone's social links and did all that stuff. When I finished the game, I went back and I was like, maybe I will like do some of this other side content but some of it's still way hard, and I was like, nah, maybe not right now. I'll come back to it. I haven't uninstalled it because I still might at some point when I have time playing around with some of that stuff. Because I really liked it. I mean, I like that character. I like the worlds. I like the characters. Like the world. I love the gameplay. It's very satisfying, and yeah, I'm still just kind of
Obviously,
processing the ending.
I was gonna say, without spoilers and everything, like, did this for people you talked to that finished the game? Did they think the ending stuck for them, or?
I haven't. I finished it 2 nights ago. I haven't had any real conversations about it yet. And so much so, like, I planned on like reading a bunch of people's reviews to see what they had said, or like if people had like posted things that were spoilery, and I haven't been able to do that yet. I didn't have enough time to do that stuff. Because I am curious where people, because I know for some people the ending was kind of a fall flat for them, and I can definitely see why. I don't know where I personally fall on it yet.
I mean, so much happens in like the first 2 acts, though, that I feel like it would be hard to stick like a really fucking great ending with like how like the mystery along the way and everything that happens.
I mean, the more I've been thinking about it the last 2 days, I do think I think still like the ending. I just don't know if it was like
There's multiple endings too.
Okay, well, I don't know if that was a spoiler or not. There are 2 endings.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's only 2. I thought there was more than that.
I don't think there's more than 2. I think there's just 2. I played both of them. I like went back in my save and did the other ending to watch it, and yeah, I don't know. There's like one of the endings. I can't say more. I just can't say anything else. But I don't know if I'm assuming one of them is maybe considered a canon ending, and the other one maybe isn't, or maybe it is just a matter of like, essentially you make a choice towards the end of the game, and that choice dictates which ending you're given. So I don't know if like there's a quote unquote canon choice that is supposed to be made or not, but I think there's an attempt at something deeper with the way the game has a split ending and the choice you make, and I think it's about the characters processing grief and maybe how you process grief. So I need to think about it more. I think if that's the case, it makes me like it more, the ending. But when I beat the game, my initial reaction was, oh, okay, I guess. Like it was like not the ending that maybe I had. The game has so many big swing moments. The ending wasn't a big swing, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah, that was my point. Like, I feel like it has so many big, like, I mean, I obviously didn't get past Act 2. I'm like at the end of Act 2, but there was so many big things that happened leading into Act 2 that like it might be tough to top that.
Regardless of the ending, because I don't think the ending is bad. I just am still figuring out how I feel about it. I still think the game is fantastic. I will be thinking about this one for a while, and I do think it's like one of the better modern RPGs that's out there. So if you like turn-based RPGs, I would highly recommend Clair Obscur Expedition 33, because I do think it is a gem of a game. Yeah, I guess the last thing we can talk about before we wrap things up is we did get a Donkey Kong Bananza Direct earlier this week. And, I mean, I was already in on DK. I'm sure Dom was already in on DK. I don't know where Mike and Todd... I don't know where Mike stands. I feel like Todd was pretty, like, meh about it.
No, I was joking. No, I was fucking with you when I talked to you, but I told you I think it was good.
Prior to the Direct. I feel like prior to the Direct, you were kind of like whatever on Donkey Kong.
So, like, this is probably like the worst take ever, but like, I feel like it looks too Mario Odyssey for me, where like I don't think Mario Odyssey is a bad game.
Yes, you
but
do.
Like, but then after watching that, I was like, I mean, I'm sold on it. My biggest thing with this is that I don't know why the Switch didn't just fucking wait like a month and fucking launch. When if this was a launch game, no one would say a fucking single bad word about Switch 2.
But I don't think that matters, because it
doesn't matter.
Switch 2 is selling bonkers. It's selling bonkers.
Yeah, but I think it's selling bonkers to like me and you and people who are going to buy it no matter what.
Yeah, but
like
Nintendo doesn't care. They're a fucking business.
No, I don't care about. I'm not. It's not that aspect of it. I just
like the Switch 2. I believe had the best opening
Oh, yeah, I'm
sales
sure.
weekend of any console ever. They're gonna get a second hit of that when Donkey Kong comes out for all the people that were like, I don't care about Mario Kart. I'll wait until Donkey Kong. It's like, yeah, it would have been great to have
Like-
both of those games day one.
It's like the
but I don't.
ongoing joke is like, there's nothing to play on the fucking Switch. You know, like that's like all I see everywhere.
Which I also can understand that sentiment. I'm having a good time on my Switch too.
I'm too. Yeah.
But,
And
I mean,
I'm one
I
of those
can-
people that has that complaint, but I'm enjoying my Switch too.
Yeah, like I'm having a great time at Mario
With-
Kart.
With the posters that all came out from the London Underground, I'm wondering if Metroid was supposed to be a launch title,
Yeah,
Right.
and
Yeah.
it got delayed.
I have a feeling it was.
I saw someone at least post the theory that essentially it really comes down to someone wasn't paying attention. Like a lot of people weren't paying attention. So like someone probably had the template for the Mario Kart launch and they probably like set up one for Metroid Prime and submitted it by accident. And then a bunch of people were just like, yeah, that's right. And then printed it out. Something along those lines. Because like the way that poster was set up, it looked like the Mario Kart one. So it's almost like they just had multiple game designs for the poster.
Yeah, but
And
do we even
no
have
one-
a release date for Metroid yet?
I don't
No.
think so.
Doesn't
Which
it
makes
just
me
say
It says
available
out now. Yeah.
Yeah. So like if
Which-
someone made
that,
the poster,
that's what made me think that it was like supposed to be like a Mario Kart Metroid, like these go next to each other poster.
I don't know.
And the fact that we don't have a release date makes me think that it like got delayed and we don't have a release date because it got delayed. I don't know. I feel like it would make more sense if we had a first party game and a multiplayer game to start the.
Yes, exactly.
It is a weird error because that ad seems like it is actually a Nintendo ad and not like a store ad.
Right.
Like it's not like a Target ad or fucking Walmart. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like it's a
It's in the
Nintendo
Tupperware.
ad. So like that seems like it would have seen a lot of people who had to like okay that ad. But I mean that stuff aside, like yeah, I don't know. Would have been great for Donkey Kong to be out. I'm also like personally I don't care. I have too many things to play, so like something not being out right now doesn't affect me like at all. I'm happy that I have one less thing that I need to play right away. Because July I'm gonna have to play that right away. And I'm looking forward to playing it right away. But let's get back to like that conversation. Did this direct change anyone's opinion on the game at all? It just made me more excited for it.
I wish Korea hadn't leaked Pauline.
Yeah, I also wish that wasn't a thing because I don't remember if we talked about it on the
Direct would have been a
podcast.
banger if
Yeah,
we didn't know that The Rock was.
yeah. Well,
Is The Rock actually is that just like is it just going to be Pauline? And I can even have that Rock in there because I'm confused. I feel like The Rock's not even going to be in the game itself.
she's
Just
wearing the
always
rock
been
as
Pauline.
jewelry.
Oh, she is, okay.
has a necklace, I think, or earrings and a bracelet that is the rock.
Okay,
I mean, I think the rock is accompanying you at the beginning of the game for however
I
long.
thought it was like a fake out or something. Yeah.
From what I read, Void Company made her turned her into The
that.
Rock.
Yeah.
Into The Rock, like Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
And like Dwayne Johnson runs around with you at the beginning of this game.
I'm not one of the people online that's like trying to figure out the Donkey Kong timeline because that's
Right.
silly and I don't
Yeah.
care. But
I am. This doesn't make a lick of sense.
It doesn't.
no,
Maybe it's Pauline's daughter. Who knows? Maybe it's like a new timeline. You know, because isn't Donkey Kong Jr. Cranky's kid? Or am I
I'll tell you
mistaken?
right now, I don't think Nintendo is trying to do a Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I don't think they
timeline.
are either. No,
We
I don't.
all
I don't think they
know
are.
the Donkey Kong from the original Donkey Kong game grew up to be Cranky Kong, and then Donkey Kong Jr.
Correct.
was one.
And he had a rival that has blue overalls.
Bang.
Mario. Cranky references him in the trailer.
Yeah. No, this doesn't. I'm gonna write a strongly worded
Deepest
letter.
lore
To
ever.
All this aside, if there's lack of story in the game, it's not going to change anything for me. But if there
Yeah, I
is
don't
a story, I am actually curious what is going on with like these characters. Again, not in like a grander sense of where does this fall in the grander Donkey Kong story.
The timeline where Donkey Kong loses.
Yeah, I just want to know, like, oh yeah, why is Pauline
The
down
timeline
there?
where Rare keeps the old Donkey Kong model.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I love the new Donkey Kong design. I love this new Pauline design. Whoever this Pauline is, like, I love that this Pauline is like their main mechanic is music. Like, it's just, I don't know. I like these characters a lot off the bat, so I'm hopeful that the game just like goes all in on these two characters. I love that it's like this little buddy game where it's like Donkey Kong and Pauline fucking out on an adventure. It would
Pauline must be
adventure.
Pauline must
3D
be
platforming. Let me tell you about this little game called Banjo-Kazooie.
Well, I do think it's funny that, like, I mean, Nintendo's like tried to bring Pauline back. They brought Pauline back into Odyssey. Pauline's now been in Mario Karts. Like, they're giving Pauline some more love. If Pauline's like arc going forward is going to be like Donkey Kong's like princess, yeah, like I actually kind of fucking love that.
I'm
like,
down with that. Yeah,
like it's just like that's like where she kind of lives now. It's just like in that world. I'm on board.
Well, did you see the thing about the suits for Mario Kart? About how there's only like one suit for them, and so they're probably waiting for the game to drop. So,
I fully expect World to get updated for the entirety of its life with like anytime one of those characters has a new game, they're gonna get outfits, and that's absolutely probably what they're doing. That's why they only each have one outfit. Like they're gonna get a bunch of.
They're gonna get Donkey and Diddy. I mean, Diddy and Dixie. Their whole purpose in the Donkey Kong game is racing.
Yeah, I don't know about Dixie, but I do think that we'll get Diddy proper in Mario Kart. It'd be great if we get both. I hope we get both. But I'm curious what their role is going to be in the game, because it seems like they're going to just be maybe mini games. Like they're just going to be on the side, which is whatever. It's fine. This is a Pauline Donkey Kong game, so I want to buy the amiibo so bad. I don't want to spend $40 on this shit.
When did amiibos start becoming $30-$40?
Tariffs.
Is that like a new
tariffs?
Is that what it is?
It's not tariffs.
Yes, it is.
It's not tariffs. No, it's not. They've been going up the whole time.
No, when they started making the bigger ones, they went up to $25.
18. Yeah. Okay.
Then now they're $40. That's the
Donkey Kong's 30, isn't it?
It's 30. Yeah, the Donkey Kong one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Donkey Kong is 30. Yeah. The Street Fighter ones are 40. That is tariffs.
Wait, really?
No, I read someone breaking it down with like the percentage increase. That is the price based off of like the old pricing for the larger amiibos. That it's because of tariffs. The Street Fighter ones are also bigger. So go to Best Buy in Danvers. They have 3 shelves full of them because no one's buying that shit.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I only see them, it's weird because I only see them in certain stores, but like when I see them in stores, it's a full shelf.
Yeah, it's
it's like only some stores got them.
Yeah, probably because no one thought they would fucking sell. I guarantee that's like
I'm sure.
The Donkey Kong one will probably do a little bit better because it's Donkey Kong, but I also kind of expect that to sit around. So I really want it. I'm just gonna wait because I ain't buying that shit for fucking $30. I'll wait until it drops on sale for $20 or something.
That's 2 amazing indie games right there. For
that's what I'm saying. It's like it looks gorgeous. Like it looks like a gorgeous amiibo. I don't know. And I'm a fool because I'm saying this now, and in fucking 3 weeks you're gonna see me posting a picture on fucking Instagram of like, look at my Donkey Kong amiibo. Because I have no self-control and I'm a child.
Of yourself.
Yeah, it was great.
Have you seen the cards anywhere?
Those are GameStop only, I think, and I don't go to GameStop.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think they're GameStop exclusive. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, amiibo prices are bad. I'm not, because I would like to get the new Zelda ones too.
I never knew this.
The new Zelda ones that came out with the Switch 2 launch, I'd like to get those too, but I'm not spending all that fucking money on that shit. No fucking way. No fucking way.
Those are selling.
Those I see less frequently in stores. The Street Fighter ones are
the ones that when I go into stores and see the Zelda ones, there's only like 1 or 2 kicking around.
Yeah. Yep.
And that may just be the case of like they didn't send a lot.
Yeah, I think that is probably the case too. Which does make me nervous about the DK one because I'm curious how much of that will actually get stocked in stores, if it will last
Right.
until it goes on clearance. But
I don't know. I just saw Wolf Link amiibo on clearance at Target.
oh, I haven't seen a Wolf Link. Oh, Wolf Link amiibo. I mean, that's an old
Yeah.
one.
They came back. They brought them back.
Yeah.
For,
Yeah, the Targets up here, they just clearanced out the Mario Odyssey amiibo. So I grabbed Mario and Peach because I don't think I had them. And if I see Bowser on clearance, I will buy him too. But yeah, I don't know. Donkey Kong Bananza already was something I was excited for. Looked good. This Direct just made me go, oh, this is going to be maybe like a fucking all-timer platformer. Like it looks like it potentially could be that good of a platformer.
So like I know that like Clair Obscur is going to win Game of the Year, and it bothers me that like because like it's a great game, and it's like it just bothers me that like everyone knows what the Game of the Year is going to be. I want fucking Donkey Kong to come out of the left field and fucking just.
I mean, I don't. Does
be the game?
It's fucking June. Like anything can happen.
Yeah, but honestly though, like it's.
But
I
when
don't
you
know.
say Game
What
of the
else?
Year, what do you mean? There's like everyone gives a Game of the Year. Are you just talking about the Game Awards, or are you talking
No,
about
I
something
mean
else?
I don't even consider the Game Award. Like I don't care about the Game Awards. I mean just like everyone. I feel like it's
I've
Clair
heard enough
Obscur.
people say that Clair Obscur is like like you
Yeah,
said it earlier, like it's a generational game.
Yeah,
Like, it would be
I
yeah.
think it is a
I don't
generational
think
game,
it's gonna.
but it doesn't mean that fucking Astrobot won last year. Why couldn't fucking Donkey Kong come out and do the same thing? I think Donkey Kong, if it is as good as it looks, I think it absolutely could to do that. I mean, I think people are going to be pushing hard for Mario Kart too.
I mean, I would be. I hope that's in the talks.
Yeah, I mean, we have another 6 months of video games before we even get there. But yeah, Donkey Kong looks great. I'm very, very excited for this. I think it looks real good. I think it's if you are on the fence about a Switch 2, I'm not gonna say go buy a Switch 2 for Donkey Kong, but it looks like that might be a game to go buy a Switch 2 for, just based off of that Direct. I like a lot of the mechanics they showed. I think there's a lot of variety to how to move around in that world, and I think that it just looks like there's a lot of attention to what they were trying to build with this game, and I'm very excited to get my hands on it. I think it's going to be real good. Okay. Anything else? Any closing thoughts? Mike, where are you standing on Donkey Kong? Is this like a thing for you, or you don't care, or where are you at?
I mean, I'll probably pick it up just to have it.
Yeah, you bought at least one of the Zeldas, right? Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom.
That's not good enough for me, Mike. Are you gonna play it? Like, are you excited to play the game?
I mean, let's say yes.
Oh my god.
I'm excited for that rock sculpting. I'm like pumped for that. That looks so fun. Like the whole like side rock sculpting thing, where you can just like, make whatever you want.
Sculptures. Yeah, Todd can't wait to make fucking. Who knows what Todd's gonna make?
Yeah, that's art. I love art.
Todd's a big art guy.
My big takeaway from the Direct is thank God we gave it a 6 month thing for our predictions, because Donkey Kong will fall in that 6 month to be a launch title for Switch 2 for me.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! So we both got one now.
Well, which one was yours?
GTA got delayed.
Yeah.
I don't even know what else I said.
I just need Hollow Knight to squeak into that.
What did you say for Hollow Knight? Oh, you said Alliance. Honestly, the odds are. I mean, I've been seeing more and more about it like pop up recently. So
they keep saying that. Well, they said in the Microsoft handheld that it would be there for launch, but I don't know when I don't know if they gave a date for when that handheld's coming.
Yeah.
Cool.
I want that handheld. It's going to be like $1,000.
Anything else we got? Anyone else want to say anything before we wrap things up? Get this show on the road.
I got nothing.
Okay.
Wrap it up, B.
Well, as we do with every episode of the show, we do end with the game. But before we do that, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode 476 of the Pass Control Podcast. If you're a friend of the show, fan of the show, you want to support the show, tons of ways to do that, but just leave us a quick 5-star review. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to the show, leaving us a quick 5-star review is super beneficial in helping us continue to grow the show, do cool things, go to things like SGF. All that stuff matters when you put that little bit of effort into supporting us. If you have bucks kicking around or want to support us in other ways, just go to our website at passthecontroller.io. It links out to everything we do, other ways to support us, cocktail recipes, written reviews, other types of written content, other types of video content. All that stuff can be accessed through our website, social media, all that stuff. So make sure you head over to passthecontroller.io and get yourself acquainted with everything we have going on. We do normally record the show live every week at twitch.tv/passcontroller. So if you want to watch us live, usually Friday or Saturday, depending on what week, what we have going on. But we do record usually every week live. If you can't catch the live show, no sweat. If you still want to watch the video version, you can just go to YouTube, type in Pass the Controller Podcast, and we'll pop up. As we close out the episode, the leaderboard for the year stands at Dom still in first with 35, Todd in second with 30, Mike in third with 21. And the game we're going to play today, to keep it nice and tight and quick, is Gaming the Meta. And the way this works is I pick 3 games. The panel has to guess what they think that Metascore review is, or Metacritic review score is, and whoever is the closest gets the point. If anyone gets a bullseye, they get double points. I figure we talk about Donkey Kong a little bit, so we're going to do Donkey Kong games, but we're not going to just do any Donkey Kong games. We're going to specifically do Mario versus Donkey Kong games. So, let's start with the most recent one, which is a remake, remaster, whatever thing.
How long have those games been going for?
A lot. There's a good amount of them. We're going to start with Mario vs. Donkey Kong, which came out last year on the Switch. Mike, what do you think Mario vs. Donkey Kong port on the Switch did for Metacritic?
82.
Okay. Mike's going to lock in at 82. Todd, how you feeling?
I feel like I'm going to say the same answer for everyone. No, I won't, but 75.
Okay. Tom, what do you think? Mario vs. Donkey Kong.
It was in
Wait, what did Mike say?
range. 75. Mike said what, 80?
82.
80 something.
I don't know. I was thinking 75. I'm just going to stick 75.
Okay. Well, that will put us into overtime because you're both locked in and the score is 76. So we are going to push this now to Mario versus Donkey Kong, the original release on Game Boy Advance. Same game, but the original one. Mike gets to re-enter the fray here. Mike, what are you thinking? Game Boy Advance 2004. 20 years prior.
Oh, well then that inflation, 82.
Okay. Mike's going to lock in 82. Todd, what are you thinking?
82. We said 82 again? I'll say 72.
Okay, 72. Tom, what are you thinking?
I don't know. I feel like it could be worse. I'm going to go 80.
80. And that puts Dom at the closest with an 81 on the original Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2004. Moving on.
Mike, what did you say?
He said 82.
82. We went back to back.
Oh, wait. Shit, so it's a split. Fuck. Oh, my God. Thank you for catching that.
I mean,
I thought we were doing Prices Right rules. I wasn't even paying attention.
Do we normally do Prices Right rules? I don't actually know.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Nope, we're pushing it again. You fucking pieces of shit.
Let's go.
Mario vs.
We're gonna
Donkey
run out
Kong,
of Donkey Kong
Miniland Mayhem, 2010, DS.
The DS one?
Mike.
I have no idea what this game is.
I don't know any of these games.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. So I'm going to pick a lower number this time. I'm going to say 77.
Okay. Todd.
What did I pick? I said 78, 72. Is that what I did? I don't even know.
75, 72. That stuff is
75,
irrelevant.
72.
This is a different game.
No, I know. I know, but like I feel like these games are all falling in the same category. Mike just said what?
77.
77.
Do I go lower or higher than you, Mike? That's the real question.
I do not know this game. I'm picking numbers strictly out of my ass. So
Same. I mean, I don't know any of these games. 78. I'm doing it. Going higher.
All right. Tom, what do you think?
75.
75?
Yep.
if this 76, I'm going to snap my own neck.
It's got to be 76.
Well, nope. Somebody's walking away with a point, and it is Todd. It is a 79. So
Wow.
Todd is going to walk away with the first point. I wanted to be quick tonight. We are now going to do 6 of these, apparently.
At least.
We're going to go to 2006, Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2, March of the Minis for the DS. Todd.
Oh, maybe this is the game I was thinking of. What was the other one called?
Which one? Miniland Mayhem.
Never heard of any of these games. The first time I've heard of one of these games is I will say 80.
Okay. Tom, what do you think? March of the
75.
Minis. 75. Mike, take us home. March of the Minis.
March of the Minis, what was this on again?
DS.
Yes.
March of the Minis. I'm going to say 80.
Okay. Another 2 people locking in the same number again for some reason.
Oh, I wasn't even listening. Who said 80?
Todd.
I'll pick a different number. I'll say 81. I don't care.
There you go.
Well, it doesn't make a bit of difference because Dom is taking that point, being the closest with 76. Final game. Mario vs. Donkey Kong Tipping Stars for the Wii U. Launched in 2015.
This one I have never heard of, but I'm going to go 75.
Okay, Dom's going to toss a 75 in the mix. Mike, what do you think? Tipping Stars.
I think this is a trick question. They didn't sell enough copies. There's no review for this game.
Is that
Boom.
Okay?
Boom.
He's gonna do NA. Okay.
You lock it in?
You. All right.
I don't think it doesn't matter.
You can't get points unless it actually doesn't have a review score. Is that really what you want to lock in?
Oh, it 100% has a review score, but I think I'm going to lock in no review score.
Okay. All right.
I like it.
Todd, what do you think?
I'm going to go 80 again.
Well, thankfully, it can't get locked out again. Mike, it has 26 critic review scores.
Mom.
Oh, apparently this also came out on the 3DS, so it has 15 on the 3DS as well. So it has plenty of reviews, Mike. It is.
How many does it need to qualify?
I don't know.
Is it 10?
It might be 10. But
close one. That was a good guess.
Dom is going to be the closest yet again. Tipping Stars, which I've heard is a really good game, has a review score on Metacritic of 70. I think it's the lowest reviewed of the series. So Dom's going to take 2 points home. Tipping Stars. Todd is going to take 1 point. That ends the week with Dom still in first with 37. Todd in second with 31. Mike in third with 21. That'll do it for this week's episode 476. We appreciate you, and we will see you next time.